Hey, welcome back to our shop just outside Kennesaw here in North Georgia. Well, today I'm working on this oak chest of drawers. It came in right before the holidays, and I've done some work on it back and forth between the house. We had the grandkids for a few days, so I was able to duck out here and do a little work between hide and seek games and reading books and all. And I couldn't bring you along for that because I was bouncing back and forth. But during that time I took care of a bunch of problems that the drawers had, and I'll show you what I did and what the damage was there. Today we're going to go on a little adventure because I'm going to show you an issue that this chest of drawers has. I think I know what happened and how we're going to fix it, but I'm not sure, so you'll be learning along with me. So here we go. Right here is the problem. It's this metal X-brace that someone's installed across the back panel of the cabinet. Normally when you see something like this, it's because the cabinet rocks back and forth, often because there's a failure of the back panel or all of the joints elsewhere have loosened up. Inside this cabinet, to me, are indications that it was probably dunked in a strip tank somewhere along the way. I think it was painted at one time. It got dunked in a strip tank, stripped, and refinished in polyurethane. And I'll show you what leads me to believe that in just a minute. But one of the things that happens when you dunk a piece is that the joints tend to loosen up. I know that was a real popular way of stripping furniture 30 or 40 years ago, but I think that's what we may be dealing with here. So anyways, we're going to take off this X-brace, find out what the problem is, and try to fix it. Before we tackle that, let me show you what I did to those drawers. And here's one of the drawers for the cabinet that required some work. It's been removed from the cabinet so you can see it. And I'm going to turn it sideways. These drawers were in terrible shape. Badly broken and badly repaired. If you can see right here from this bottom dovetail all the way across where that wood's darker, this is was the drawer runner, and the drawer runner has been so badly worn, it was worn up past where the panel was, and I had to take the sides apart and cut that out and then inlay a new piece and match the dovetail to that side. This drawer was also split right here. One of the other drawers had the same problem. This split piece was missing, so I had to construct a piece from here to here and then on the bottom. And then to make matters worse, on the other drawer, this back part here, where the sides are dadoed in to accept the back, you can see that there, they had broken clean off as if somebody had impacted the back of the drawer and blew it out right here. So on the other drawer, I not only had to add to the top and the bottom, but also sister a piece on the back. I did that with epoxy and biscuit joinery, and then everything was sanded flush and everything was then grooved out and mounted. This drawer, or this chest, in case anybody raises up that it's some type of a valuable antique, has been horribly mutilated over its life. And just one small example of that. This is the underside of the drawer, and what you see here that's been used as the drawer bottom is a piece of wall paneling. That'll give you some idea of what's been done to this chest over the years. So what we're going to do at the owner's request is just make this chest a functional piece of furniture, because right now it's not. And I hope you can see this is just a part of one of the drawer bottoms. Here's where the bottom would set in, and you can see that that was all just blown completely out and broken away. And here's the cabinet with all the drawers out. I'm going to leave that little door in there. But if we look inside, I think you can see what appears to be melted paint that's run all over the inside of this cabinet. You can also see the condition of the drawer runners, which are in pretty bad shape. My guess at this time is that this back panel is either shiplapped or tongue and groove, and the glue joints have failed, and that's why the cabinet's rocking. So let me get that X-brace off, and then we'll see what's happening and see how we can fix it. I hope nobody thought for 1 minute that at least 2 of these screws wouldn't be stripped, which is exactly the case. Oh my goodness. And I hope you can see what a terrible case of the wiggles this cabinet has. So the first thing we're going to do is get it up on the operating table and see about getting this back off. It's flipped up on its top right now. You're looking at the inside of the case. My God, what a mess. How do you give a piece back to a customer when this is the result of your work? This is just atrocious. Lord. All right, let's stay focused. Let's see if we can get this thing stabilized. And here we are on the back. These are the panels that comprise the back. They're held in with nails. In a piece that I did in the past, the only part that was nailed in was the bottom. Everything else was glued in. This is nailed in, every single one. So all these nails are going to have to be dug up. What I'm doing is just basically, moving some wood so I can get a tool on here to pull these nails out. With the nails out, these should come apart, and I can get the back off. Okay, we've got a few of these boards off. They're coming off very hard because they're all nailed in, and then they're re-nailed in with modern nails in an attempt to fix this problem before they came up with the X-brace idea. But hopefully you can see, I have to reach across here, that like right here, there's no connection to the case, and that's allowing it to wiggle. So what we've got to do is get this all out of here and then put these boards back, glue them in and clamp it up and cross our fingers. Okay, we're looking up inside the cabinet, and we just took off this piece here, and it was nailed into the box portion of this drawer assembly, and you can see that the seam of the box has come completely apart, most probably from exposure to the chemical that this was dipped in. So just another example of the destruction that was done to this piece of furniture. All right, we've got that back off. I left the last 2 panels in because they are secure. I put a pipe clamp across here to keep the thing from splaying out. The box assembly was broken in 3 places and needs to come out. You can see, believe it or not, they were mounted by pounding box nails right through the face frame. I'll show you that over here. Here are the parts to the box assembly, and it goes back together like this and then tips up this way, and it's mounted this way. But you can see it's broken apart on 3 seams. So what I'll do is take a scraper, if you've seen me do before, scrape off any of the remaining glue on all these surfaces. And then I will glue this back together. And here's our box assembly all glued up. and drying. That's going to be a few hours, so we'll have to move on to something else. So the next order of business is to remove the 3 damaged drawer slides. Wonder why your drawer sticks? Here's the reason. Remove the 3 damaged drawer slides and fabricate 3 new ones. So let me get on this. As you can see, they're simply just nailed in, and we'll just pop the nails out. In this case, we'll just pull it out, and we'll fabricate 3 more of these. So let me get these out of here, and we'll move over to the table saw. And there we have it. Our new drawer runners are in. 2 on that side and 1 on that. They're made out of hardwood, and they should hold up pretty well. Okay, we're sort of on hold now until that box assembly dries. I'll bring you back when it does. We'll start to work on putting this top back on, see if we can get this piece squared back up and stable.